Hi folks, I'm Sean McCormick and welcome to the channel. Today is going to be a Talking Heads video. Hey folks, it's Photo Friday and I'm just going to talk about a few bits and pieces that have happened during the week and give you some news about things that are going on. So I've had a busy week. I've had a lot of commercial stuff on, shooting a lot of stuff for Galway Now magazine. And Galway Now are run by Golden Egg, and Golden Egg had the Fashion Awards last night. Here's a few shots from the Fashion Award. Now, I've shot these in JPEG, and I was moving around a fair bit. At the beginning, I was shooting at way too low an ISO, and so I've got a bit of motion blur, but I bumped that up. So only shooting these for me. I wasn't actually shooting it for the show itself. It's just a great night, and there's great fashion at the show, and that's the whole point of me going to it. I was there with my wife, so I shot these in JPEG just because of the sheer volume that was going down onto the card, and I would generally pick one or two from each set anyway, and I will put them up on the blog at some stage as well. So that's it. I shot these with the 50-140, and I find that to be a really good lens for those kind of things. And the reason why I shot JPEG, again, say high volume, and the other thing is that sometimes you come out and you get these really bright outfits, and if you were to set it a little bit higher with exposure, it would actually blow out. So what I'm doing is I'm just allowing myself a little bit of leeway so I'm not losing any detail. These will safely bump up an exposure if I stop an exposure if I need it, so I'm not too worried about it. I got an email in this evening to remind me that the new Lightroom magazine is out, issue 39, and of course I write Maximum Workflow for that. But there's also stuff from Martin Evening, Serge Ramelli, Rob Sylvan, and of course my Maximum Workflow talking about DxO Photolab. Photolab basically allows you to send raw files from Lightroom to get processed in DxO. So you're skipping the whole raw develop stage in Lightroom. So if you don't like how Lightroom develops stuff, which some Fuji users don't, you can go to DxO but still do your management inside Lightroom. So it talks about the features from that. They're using U-point technology, which means that they have some of Nick's technology already in there, and of course they're going to be incorporating more Nick stuff because they bought the collection. Now also this week, speaking of alternatives, you also have Alien Skins Exposures Complete. The complete workflow update is here. So that includes stuff like the 6-up view that you've already seen if you've watched my article or read my article on Fuji Love, which I did about a month ago. And that contains a lot of information, some of the new stuff that's inside Complete. So you can also print. You've great control over color and white balance, and because you've got the HSL in there now. Collections and keywords. So you've got a last copy from card similar to previous import. You can add metadata to your watermarks, and there's things like new lens profiles, including the Fuji 23mm X2, the one that's sitting on the camera recording at the moment, which I did mention wasn't there when I was looking at my last video. I also got a cool device this week, which is the Removu K1. That's it sitting over there, and as you can see it's quite a wide angle, and the idea with this is that it shoots 4K. It also shoots 1080 at 120 frames a second, which will play back as a slow-mo automatically, so you don't have to do the whole frame rate conversion. So hopefully I'll be able to drop it inside the ScreenFlow timeline directly, that way that I don't have to go and edit in Premiere Pro first, because if I'm doing stuff that's using the screen capture, it's better for me to do the whole thing in ScreenFlow, because like this camera goes straight into ScreenFlow as a webcam, so I'm not dealing with it as footage that I have to line up the audio with, which is great and makes editing quicker. So this is the Removu, and basically it looks a little bit like an Osmo. Here I'm actually going to go to, I should have gone to the page really and had it ready. Removu and or remove you or remove view. I've heard it pronounced different ways. So just going to the K1 page itself. So this has just been on Indiegogo, and so that's exactly what it looks like there. So yeah, it seems to be pretty good. It doesn't have a linear view, okay, so that means that it is definitely given that kind of distorted effect. So if I put my hands out here, my hands will be huge. So, you know, that's just from the wide angle. But the idea is that it should help me give me B-roll. I'm not trying to be Peter McKinnon, but I know I need more B-roll. So folks, that's really just what's been going on with me this week, folks. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it and you're giving it a thumbs down, please leave me a comment and tell me why you didn't like it. You know, you don't need to be nasty, but you can just say, I didn't like it because I hate the sound of your voice. You know, I didn't like it because it wasn't interesting. I'm not interested in it. And it's fine for you to be not interested. If you don't find my stuff interesting, then don't watch it. It's as simple as that. YouTube is free. There's plenty of good people out there, and some of them have huge amounts of subscribers and some of them have none. Peter McKinnon, incredible, has loads. Matty Hupoya, who was Travel Fields but now is just going as Matty, his channel is great as well. If you're looking for somebody that doesn't have a lot of subscribers, there's, I think it's DxO Photo, CASSIO Photo, or Cassie Photo, and he's less than 1,000, and he's a fashion photographer, and he's hilarious. Like, the production quality isn't great, but the actual stuff in the video is very, very good. Folks, again, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the notification bell, and of course, thank you for watching the video and taking that time, and I will see you in the next one.